Hi guys, hope you're well. I wanted to do a quick video, and this video is entitled Should You Go For It with Amazon in 2019? I'm going to make this video a bit like as though it's a one-to-one. So if we were on a Skype call or if you were sat on my sofa, I'm going to explain why you should go for it and the reasons why you shouldn't. So depending on your situation, what I mean by that is whether you personally should go for Amazon, and I'm going to paint a picture for you that will help you to decide, because I get a lot of questions coming through and a lot of them are the same questions, so I want to be absolutely clear about what this is and what this isn't, and then you can decide whether to go for it. So I have put a timer on the Do It With Me 30-day Facebook group for Amazon. What we do for 30 days, we're actually on day 3, so this is why I've got a timer on it. The spots are almost taken up. It's limited to 20 spots. I've put a timer on it and we're currently on day 3, so if you join now you've got plenty of time to do this. And funny enough, what I'm going to talk about in this video, this is why I developed the Facebook group. Okay, this stuff is not what you know, it's what you do. Okay, and I'm going to explain how that works as well in this video, but the reason I set this up is doing a video a day. Okay, so you log in, you got the support you need, and you do the simple tasks that I'm actually doing this with you. So the purpose of this group as well is to build a site and actually show you it making money in 30 days or less. And if you do exactly what I do, you're gonna have the best chance of success as well. Okay, so do consider joining us. I also want to talk about in this video and help you decide to the best of my ability whether you should join. Okay, so really back to basics here. The way it works is this. Okay, so I'll cover a few questions as well that come through that I get a lot. So the way it works is this. With any Amazon affiliate site, all you're doing is building a WordPress site that ranks via SEO. Now I've been doing this for years and years, about 12 years. I actually used to work for an SEO firm before I even started any of my online stuff. I then went on to eBay and I did drop shipping way back, and then I went from eBay to back in the 1p ebook days, if any of you remember that, on eBay, and then I went to ClickBank, and then I made my money with ClickBank as an affiliate doing this stuff. Okay, I don't mean selling Amazon products, but the way I was actually ranking my ClickBank affiliate blogs was the exact same SEO tactics. Okay, things have changed in the SEO world, but just to give you an overview, the exact same way. Okay, I was ranking, and it used to be easier back then, and ranking and making a very good income just as an affiliate on ClickBank. And then I went into ClickBank as a product owner, built up over 50 ClickBank products. A lot of those ClickBank products were in the gaming niche because it was an interest of mine, so like computer games and gaming guides and things like that, but also other areas. I've had top selling ClickBank products. I'll just show you. So just showing this ClickBank certificate for their Premier in recognition of your status of one of ClickBank's top clients in 2012. I also got one for 2013. I also got one for 2014, and I also got one, I don't think I got one in 2015 because I sold a lot of the ClickBank products, but I've built over 50, one of their top product vendors. And the reason I'm telling you that, we're not talking about ClickBank, we're talking about Amazon, but the reason I'm telling you is the way I actually built them up was using exactly the same SEO tactics. So what I want to do is give you some grounding. All we're doing, write this down, okay? All we're doing is building blogs that rank via SEO. I've also ranked companies, so local businesses. Okay, so just showing you window repair, nothing to do with Amazon, window repair Morecambe, and there we go, in at number 1. And ranking on lots and lots of different phrases. So why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because I've also ranked supercar hire firms, like all for their supercar hire, like Audi R8 hire and things like that. So to paint you a picture, all we're doing is ranking sites via SEO. And I want to do this video so back to the Amazon stuff. The only difference between one of these sites and any of the ones that I've mentioned is that when you're building the sites, you've just got links going through to Amazon. Of course, they give product reviews, and of course they give good content, but essentially people type in the terms on the search engines, they go through to your site, to the relevant page that's ranking, and a percentage will go through to Amazon and buy goods, okay? And all you're ever doing then when you get traffic is increasing your click-through rate and so on. So I've actually been teaching Amazon since 2011, and I was using ClickBank before then and after. Some of you remember the Rift Supremacy on ClickBank. Some of you will remember the Furby site doing $800 a week. Some of you remember the Bud Lee jump rope. Some of you will remember the Jumpstart site that did really, really well. Some of you remember the Lifeboat site, so like the inflatable dinghies and things like that, and that site that did really, really well. So with all of this Amazon stuff, what I've done is every course I show you, I build a site and I show you it ranking and I show you it making money. Okay, so I also wanted to include in this video, should you do this? Should you actually, and I'll give you my honest opinion, should you actually get involved in Amazon affiliate and SEO and building and ranking the sites? This is the way to think of it. So one of the questions that came up was with this portable power generator site, and it's got a good ranking. Okay, so if we look at this, there it is. Okay, on portable power generator. One of the questions was basically, you show this site a lot, but if it's just ranking for that phrase, it's not going to be that good in terms of money and so on. That is correct. That is why this is the stats for the site. That is why we do the product reviews first. So product reviews are actually better in a lot of ways to get ranked on than the keywords, because you know that the people coming through are laser targeted. If someone's typing in a name of a particular power generator, Westinghouse review, and they come through on your site, chances are they're looking to buy the Westinghouse power generator from somewhere, and a percentage will buy from Amazon, okay, with Amazon affiliate sites. So when you do this, like when you look at all the content, you'll get ranked on lots and lots of different key phrases. And what happens, assuming you know how to set tracking up, is you will have good rankings, position number one, position number one, position number one. Okay, you have really, really good rankings. You have stuff that you rank small gasoline generator, small Honda generator. These are all terms that it's actually showed up for. So as you add your product reviews in, even if you're not targeting the keywords specifically, you'll start to get ranked. And then, as I explain in the courses, when you interlink all that information, add some good keywords to it. I'm not going to get into the how-to now because it's a huge subject, but when you interlink all that stuff, you start to rank on lots and lots of phrases, and that is essentially all those sites I mentioned: the gaming chair one, the Jumpstarter one, the Lifeboat one, the Bud Lee jump ropes, which was really niche site but it did well, the Furby site, Christmas sites. Whatever you're doing to build sites, the process is exactly the same. That's why you, so firstly, you make sure that you're never just going to get ranked on one phrase. You're never targeting one phrase. The reason that you target higher search key phrases as well is if you ever want to sell the site, it's going to be more profitable. If a site's ranking in on portable power generator and you hop on over to Flipper and sell it, you're going to make really, really good money. Okay, so the other thing that you'll think about is in terms of earnings, how much a site's worth. And since 2011 on this channel, there's over 2,000 videos on this YouTube channel, and I've covered these again and again. So run a search on this. How much are the sites worth? How much do they make? Throughout the years when I've created courses, I've shown sites, I've shown sales coming in, I've shown how much they're making. But really, and this is a sort of one-to-one to you, in terms of your actual earnings, my take on it is I'm not trying to convince you that this works. Okay, I know that sounds weird, and I know I've got courses that actually help you do it and so on, but I'll tell you why I'm not trying to convince you that it works. Because if you believe, and this is down, like, this is the thing. You got the portable power generator site, and there it is ranking, okay? And then we look at the performance of it, and there it is ranking on all these different terms, and it's ranking on product terms, and it's got sales coming in, and I've shown those sales, and I've shown the sales of the gaming chair site and the lifeboat site and the Budley jump rope since 2011. My job, as I see it, isn't to convince you and say, look, you've got to do this because it works, you're missing out on a great opportunity. I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to hype it up. In fact, I'll give you a little thing since we're having a one-to-one. If I wanted to hype it up, what you'll see people do is I could go and say if it was a con, okay, say if this stuff didn't work and it's all sort of made to look like it works, you'll quite commonly see, and I'm not mentioning any names but you'll quite commonly see what marketers do is article spinners, push button site builders, stick on a few earnings screenshots from Google Images. That's one way they can do it. Or the other thing that you could do if you wanted to inflate earnings and sort of say this stuff is the best thing since sliced bread is go and buy a site off Flipper that's doing really, really well, and now you own it and just show the earnings off that site. So that's never been my intention to flash earnings about. I did used to. So before the FTC, with ClickBank and Amazon as well, I used to show earnings off sites and all of that stuff. I actually showed earnings off the Rift Supremacy product, numerous gaming products. The thing is, someone else's earnings aren't guaranteed to you anyway. Okay, so when I build these sites and when I do the courses, the reason that I build the sites and show the earnings off that site and it getting sales is to show, look, it's working. It's actually working. If you just show massive earnings and you show, look, this is my business and you can have one too, that's a lie. And I would say, and we're sort of having this one-to-one here, I would say anyone that says that I'd be wary of. Because, I'll tell you, one of the things that I've never wanted to do, and this sounds really weird saying it to you, but I don't want to hype this stuff up. Because all the videos, 2,000 videos on YouTube, my ClickBank stuff, even the Amazon affiliate training stuff, I hope you can see. I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but I hope you can see how hard work it is. I release videos every single day. I release course after course saying pretty much the same thing, okay? And it's hard work producing that, and it's hard work to do this stuff. And the reason I don't want to hype it up or convince people like absolutely, look, you must join, you're missing out, you've got to join this, is because all of this stuff is hard work. And if I have to convince you that it works, when we get down to the nitty gritty of you sat there on your own with your keyboard and having to type all this content out and do it properly and learn SEO, I'm not looking to work with people like that, because I feel that if I have to convince you, absolutely, if you don't believe it, this is my honest advice. If after seeing all my stuff, and I don't mean this badly, I just mean it in a cool way, if after seeing all my stuff, if you don't believe it works, find something else to do. Okay? And it's not like I just mean, and for what it's worth, anything. So I've done quite a bit online, like my own products, affiliate products, Amazon sites, as we just spoke about, drop shipping, even the Shopify stuff. My suggestion is there is no way of making money online that doesn't involve consistency and hard work and things that will not work. So I've also built a lot of sites that haven't amounted to much. I've built a lot of ClickBank sites that haven't made much money at all. And I've built a lot of ClickBank products that have. And I've built a lot of Amazon sites that haven't really, they've made sales, but they haven't really amounted to much. And I've built a lot that have. Okay, so when you're thinking about this, whether this is for you, you have to be prepared to, and this is my suggestion, you have to be prepared to do more than most people, so you have more stuff out there that you can see what's working and what's not. My advice to you is this. If you're waiting for the perfect thing that's guaranteed, absolutely guaranteed, so you know that you're going to put time in, okay, put X amount of time in and get X amount of dollars out, you're going to be really, really disappointed. I know I'm giving you a lot of stuff here, but I hope it helps. I did a Facebook ads course. You're always learning with this stuff, and it's from a guy called Jason Horning. Check him out. Really, really good Facebook ad guy, and it was an expensive course. And when you're getting into Facebook ads and so on, and it's not a case of just setting up an ad and it working like clockwork. Okay, so it's not a case that if you set up Facebook ads properly and you put $1,000 in, you're going to get $2,000 back. Sometimes you lose that money. Okay, and the thing is collectively what I'm trying to explain with all of this stuff, there's a huge failure rate. There's a lot of your efforts that will go completely to waste, and you have to be okay with that. I know that sounds mental because it's like, where's the hype? You're meant to be selling me this, Chris. But honestly, and this is like what I'd say to you publicly and one-on-one, this stuff isn't easy. Okay, this stuff is a huge failure rate. A lot of the stuff you do won't rank. Okay, that's why you need to have a plan. You know, when we were looking at the different business models, so some of the sites you're going to build up, some are you're going to keep, and some are you're going to flip. That's why you need to have them in place, so you know that you have stuff out there working for you, and you capitalize on the stuff that's working, and you don't discard the stuff that's not, but you put it on the back burner and just focus on your wins. I don't care whether you're doing Amazon sites, I don't care whether you're doing ClickBank sites, I don't care whether you've got your own products. It's like this. I know I'm giving you a lot of stuff here, but it's like this. So with the product stuff, so if you want to create your own products and sell online, I've had a lot of products that have sold really, really well, and I've had a lot of products that haven't sold really, really well. And if you've just got a sales page in a product, that doesn't guarantee success. If you market it and set up a pay-per-click campaign, that doesn't guarantee success. The success I've found in my business has been from working out what's happening, what you can do about it, like the next step, not giving up, and capitalizing on what's working, and even discarding what isn't working so you can work on stuff that is. Okay, so I know that that's sort of really, really long-winded thing here, but I want to give you a statement here. I'm not into hype or anything. I hope you get that from my channel. I hope you get that from my stuff. I hope you enjoy my videos, but I'm not into hyping stuff. I'm not into make millions a week, sat there twiddling your thumbs, clicking a button. I'm into, this is really, really hard work, and most people, 95% of people, don't do the work involved. Okay, I know that sounds, I don't mean that harshly, I mean it to help. But here's the really, really cool thing. That's why I set this up. That's why I set up all of my courses. It's not what you know, it's not what you've read, it's not what you're studying, it's putting it into action so you get something that's out there. If I said to you now, so if you're looking to do this and you're skeptical, or if you're looking to do this and you're fed up, or anything like that, look at 2018 and look at the stuff that you actually got out there and worked on consistently day to day. And if you haven't got stuff, I don't care whether it's Amazon or anything else, if you're not working on something consistently, chances are it won't work. Okay, because I totally agree with all the sort of hype mongers. You shouldn't get wrapped up in it. You shouldn't, like, I've seen sales page after sales page. One of the first ClickBank products I bought, you know, before I got into ClickBank, I bought a product. I tell coaching clients this. When I first got into ClickBank and was looking at it, this is criminal now, it wouldn't even be allowed on, but one of the first product I actually purchased trying to make an income online before I got involved in ClickBank was off a Google AdWord, and it said get paid however much, £2,000, because it was here in the UK, £2,000 a week writing simple adverts. And I kid you not, I bought the product and guess what it was? It wasn't even a PDF, wasn't even a membership. It was just a bit of text on a white background like this, and it said you can make money promoting this actual product on Google AdWords. And being naive, I did it, and I put £30, so about $50–60 in the Google AdWords account, and I started promoting it, and I thought I was going to be rich. And I came back, and you can guess what happened. All the money had gone, and made no money at all. And I was picking words like make money online. So I suppose what I'm saying is all of this stuff is getting a plan down, having the know-how, of course, okay, but actually working to a plan day in, day out, or 3 times a week, but getting stuff out there. If you don't believe it works, if you're constantly searching for something that's guaranteed, I don't think you'll find it. Nothing that I've done online to make money has ever been guaranteed. ClickBank products, Amazon sites, SEO. SEO in its very foundation is not guaranteed, because you can't. When I used to ring companies selling SEO, okay, before I even got started online and knowing all the SEO stuff, you couldn't guarantee first page listings back then. Okay, so anyway, long-winded, but I wanted to give you a really, really good thing, not about the hype. I'm on about getting you up and running, getting you results, and giving you the best chance of getting going. And that will be down to exactly what I'm doing in this 30-day Facebook group. So if you want to join, the link is below, and you'll go through and you'll have some things out there that will give you some choices. Okay, if you're sat there and you haven't got anything out there and nothing's working, you haven't got any choices to look at going, you know. So when you've got like this site, and when you've got like rankings coming in, you've got choices. You can sell it, which is working well, what's bringing the good money in, what do you need to build up, can you increase the click-through rate? But if you've got nothing out there, you've got no choice. Okay, so really long-winded on that point. I want to cover something else, another question I got. So another thing that came up, another question, really good one, was, and I see this a lot as well, there's so much stuff about SEO that it becomes a minefield. People saying, no, that's wrong, this is wrong, this is right. And one of the questions was, I've been reading that it takes 12 months to rank an SEO site, an Amazon site, even in an easy niche. That's never been the case for me. In fact, I can almost guarantee, virtually guarantee, if you join this, okay? If you join this 30-day Facebook group, the link's below, and you do the tasks, and you do exactly what I set out. They're not mammoth tasks, that's why I've given it 30 days rather than 7. So if you do the simple tasks each day and you get a site up and out there with content and tracking exactly like this, I can virtually guarantee that you're going to get rankings as long as you do this stuff in your Webmaster Tools and Google Analytics and start to see some traffic. Okay, and I'll tell you what, if you don't get any rankings at all and you don't actually see any traction in Google at all in the 30 days and you've done the stuff, I'll give you your money back. That's how sure I am. I think it's really, there's nothing, you know what, and because we're sort of having a conversation here, I want to make this sort of one-to-one the best I can. Google hasn't actually changed what it's looking for. Okay, so you hear all people, remember when Google started releasing all these zoo animals? Okay, so they started releasing the panda update and the penguin update, and everyone started freaking out. The only time you need to freak out with Google is if you're doing something wrong. So if you're buying up cheap backlinks, or in my opinion, if you've got a PBN, private blog network, and you're just sort of trying to game the system a bit, I think that's a bit of a grey area personally. I know people have really good success and I know it brings money in. I think it's a bit of a grey area. If you're building a site that offers value, and value is in the eye of beholder, but basically someone lands on your site and they stay there for more than 2 minutes to actually read it and get some value from it. That's what I mean, okay? If someone types in a search query in Google and they find your site, it is because Google has deemed your site relevant to that search query, and nothing's ever changed. It doesn't take a year to rank, in my opinion, based on the way I build the sites. It's never taken me a year to rank. That would be crazy. That said, like, so for your product reviews, definitely. So when you're looking at any product reviews, and this is why I suggest doing them first, you can get ranked fairly quickly. When you get onto more competitive phrases like this, so the purpose of me showing this ranking wasn't to brag. It was to show that the SEO strategies that I teach work. Okay, there's 108 million websites, very, very competitive, and there the site is. Okay, and there's nothing fancy going on that site. So if you are ranking for terms like this shows, and if people are clicking on them, okay, so they're actually coming through to the site, a percentage of them will click through to Amazon, and your job then is to make sure that you get a higher click-through rate, and a percentage will buy. And you want to have a network of sites working for you. Some of them will be built up, so your biggest winners, the ones that are bringing the most money in, turn them into authority sites, build more content. The ones that are just ticking along but good little earners, keep them, or consider flipping any of these on Flipper and do the same again and again. And that's the business. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that sort of there's sort of the main questions I get. Again, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. All I can do is show what I do, from all the way just with the Amazon stuff, 2011, ClickBank going back way before that, all SEO. If you don't believe it works, find something that you do believe works and give it 100%. My advice, again, just to finish up, is this. I've never found anything easy to make money online. It's required consistent work, really, really hard work, a lot of content. I've never found any traffic software that has got me traffic to the site that's targeted and has actually worked. I've never found any push button thing or anything like that that has done all the work for me. So my advice is, with any of this stuff, whether you're looking at selling your own products, whether you're looking at getting going as an affiliate and ClickBank, whether you're looking at doing this Amazon affiliate stuff, just decide whether you want to put the time in, because I've never found any way of making money online that doesn't involve a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a high failure rate, a failure rate where you're actually, that didn't work the way, and a lot of the skill is this, so that didn't work the way I expected it to. What can I do to capitalize on it? What is working? Okay, it's about not getting disheartened. It's about really, really wanting it. And if you do it like that, you will get winners. You will get you will get winners. You will get sites that start building up. But you have to do more than most people, and you have to focus on actually getting the stuff out there rather than worrying about making it all perfect, in my opinion. So, a bit more long-winded, but I hope that helps. I hope that gives you something. I hope that gives you a good overview of what I'm about and what I can do for you and what the whole thing's about. Okay, you don't have to listen to me. Okay, so I just hope in 2019 I want to do things different. In 2019, I hope you get to where you want to get. That's all. Okay, if you look at 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, and you're still not where you want to be, look at why that is. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but look at what you're producing, look at what you're doing day to day, and there's no way of doing it without taking a leap of faith. So if you want to take a leap of faith, $1 a day, $30 leap of faith, and do this with me for 30 days. Check out the link below. I'd love to have you with me. I think you'll get more than $1 a day's worth, only if you do the stuff. You take a leap of faith. So you may well do it and waste your time. You may well do it and the site's not ranked. But I've done this for a long time, and I think you'll be more than excited about the results as long as you do the stuff. If you want to join us, if you want to get going, check out the link below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a fantastic day, guys, and I'll speak to you really, really soon.